damn it, I can't believe this is happening. I'm being fucking audited.
This is fucking hilarious. You're getting fucking audited. Did you seriously think that you could just fucking not upload to your channel for several fucking weeks at a time, just erratically updating whenever you thought about it? People would stick around it out.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. So what are you gonna do now? Nightcock culminations?
Shut the fuck up!
As some of you guys may have noticed, my upload schedule has been a little askew for quite some time. Some might use words like infrequent or erratic, perhaps even seemingly manic or otherwise indicative of Nightshift's clear lack of executive functioning ability. Either way, I'd like to take this time to explain myself, and the direction of this channel going forward. As previously indicated, this is intended to be something of an audit of my channel, an explanation for my lackluster upload commitment, and of the direction this channel will take going forward. Because I have autism, it'll be easier for me to express my thinking process through, like, an FAQ of sorts. So that's what this will be now. Question: why have you been shitting the bed so hard when it comes to uploading consistently? Answer: without getting into the personal details, when I started this channel, I had a lot of free time, and so I was able to release content at a steady, comfortable pace. However, during July in 2021, I found myself suddenly bereft of said free time, to be faced with the unique challenge of juggling this channel with these newfound obstructions. At first, I struggled to do so, but after a while I got back into the groove of it, even if the channel wasn't as much of a life priority for me as it had been before. However, that fact has obviously shown as of late, indicated by the sputtering state of my upload schedule since. Again, without getting too far into the details of my private life in particular, scheduling is no longer the problem it used to be, as I had that end of things entirely managed by February in 2022. However, just as this had occurred, I had already managed to throw another spanner into the gears. Question: why did you begin releasing original content exclusively? Answer: my plan and vision regarding the Vidronomicon and the X-Team stories has always been for them to be comprised of several volumes with many chapters, with however much of each being released on a weekly basis, like a proper serial radio show. Of course, at first, at least when it came to the Vidronomicon series, I tried to upload entire chapters every week. While the unsustainability of such an undertaking may be obvious to most, it wasn't to me at the time, if you can believe it. So I attempted to rectify that by committing to only releasing a part of each chapter each week, giving me the month to write, record, and edit each chapter as I went along. Something I realized in doing this, however, is that the work itself was beginning to suffer under the strain of the pressure I had put on myself to meet the deadlines. I was forcing myself to churn out a rushed final product, and so I just kinda took a step back from it all to figure out what I was going to do about this. I figured giving myself a bit of a break would be in order. So the plan was that over the coming weeks I would simply re-record and re-release the Vidronomicon chapters I had published prior while I work on the new material. Essentially, I've only been putting out original stuff lately because it has taken all of the time and energy I could possibly devote to the channel. I simply didn't have the time or the wherewithal for anything else. Question: what does the future hold for your original stories? Answer: in light of what I've just mentioned, my plan for the Vidronomicon and the X-Team stories is fairly straightforward. For now, I'm putting both of them on ice. I'm ceasing all production on either until at least Volume 1 of each is entirely written. I already explained why the weekly release model at this time is a problem, But I also don't want the release of the chapters to be entirely sporadic and dependent on my ability to write them. I don't want to subject you guys to an endless cycle of indefinite hiatuses. I want to present a complete, polished story on a consistent timetable. What you see on the channel currently is basically everything that I have written so far. And I would like to let it stand as a proof of concept of sorts. You know, a preview for things to come. Question: what does the future hold for the channel in general? Answer: since I won't be updating either dispatches from the Vidronomicon or the X-Team, this will be something of a return to form, narrating short horror stories, like I used to. I'll be returning to the Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday upload schedule. Wednesdays will be for stories found on No Sleep or other such places. Fridays will be for those old public domain horror stories, you know, like the Clark Ashton Smith stuff that I had been reading before. You know, things like that. And Sundays will be for, you know, the sort of content that Sundays are known for around here. I've been toying with the idea of daily uploads, but that's not necessarily like a set-in-stone, steadfast commitment that I'm comfortable with making right now. But for now, you know, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, regular uploads, that sort of thing. So, all in all, for now, a return to form with a bit more variety than before is what the immediate future holds. Of course, I'd like to take this time to thank anyone who has supported this channel so far, even given my, you know, inconsistency. Of course, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section.